Happy hump day. Let's get into this Karmicville Wednesday. Ashe. Feeling good, feeling good. Now let's tap in. Yoga for healing warriors. Are you feeling the energy? You may be feeling a little bit more elevated, more energetic, but it is a time to still chill, sit back, relax, but still pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Yeah, I'm picking up because I don't stutter. I don't have confusion speaking, but I'm seeing that there's other readers having issues when that same type of issue, and I think it's that particular energy, because it does seem to be the same type of energy, that demonic energy that wants to hold secrets. Something to that. Just like I noticed a while ago, some readers, when they would pick up my energy, they would say, wow, I'm getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Maybe it's just me, but that was a synchronicity I noticed among those that I watched. Yeah. You see, the small, subtle details are important as the huge ones. Let me get a drink of my coffee. Bottom of the deck, we have family. It's a time to soak in those moments with others or alone. Observing the joys, the victories. Maybe meditating on how far you've come. Patting yourself on the back for being disciplined. Because remember, it's always just you against you. No matter who proclaims to be in competition. You can't change how others think. Love child. So there's something with a love child. What is the challenging situation with this love child? A marriage. A love child and a marriage. Okay. That doesn't sound bad so far. What is going on in the past in this situation? Not in massive regrets. This GPS could either be, I'm feeling you navigating correctly. We already know in the background it's a possibility of someone GPS tracking you. But I'm feeling more that this is you and your navigations, and you have no regrets. You may be thinking of your family, your children, your connections right now. And when you sit and reminisce and think about that, when we go within and reflect, you find that you are not in any regret, especially not massive regrets. You're not in your head. You know that you're going the right direction. And those that you may have had to disconnect from, blocked, may be spam calling you. That's why that little bit of others in the background. And in the future, this thug has a side hustle because they're losing sleep. This has to be about them coming up with a plan. Oh yeah, it may be this thug. This thug is coming back on his little bicycle, putting on another show. Their side hustle, because they're losing sleep, worried and replaying events in their mind, self-reflecting, and they may be in massive regrets. In the past, you have not regret how you've moved, how you've navigated. But then in the future, there's a thug that's on his way or her way with their little side hustle. What is this side hustle? Oh, because they're a Jezebel. A backstabber. Someone that plays mind games. Coming in to love bomb. We've been getting this message loud and clear. Whoever misses it, just refuse to hear. The goal. They see you happily single, doing you, stress-free, and what is their goal? To come in hot and cold and ghost you? What is their goal? Oh yeah, to do it again and again and again. And they're getting readings also. Most likely listening to this reading to try to see what information they can gain. But whatever info they get, it would only be used as further rope around their neck. In the subconscious, illumination, the truth of discovery of these phonies and their illusions. How they use romance, how they want to sweet talk, sweep you off your feet, act as though they are navigating the right direction. Oh yeah, who says? And on the bottom of the deck, yeah, these tricksters that think that they're smarter. Yes, they do. They think that you're a fool because you are so cool, so sweet, so nice, and you're not a Jezebel. And for some reason, well, we know why. The devil don't like to see something nice and clean sitting out in the open. They like to steal. They like to confuse, dirty up stuff. But see, all these little thug Jezebel side hustlers are meeting their fate from the top to the bottom. All at the same time. Y'all want miracles, huh? We will be seeing miracles. And I've been getting that confirmation heavy. Seeing the word miracle, hearing other people talking about miracles, it coming out in readings, miracles. Well, we already know, at least I felt this, and I think I've heard it from others too, that there's going to be Something that will awaken a great mass at once. It's going to be a shocker, some type of event. Everybody's waiting for the Epstein files, like that's the biggest thing. Like that was the only place. But try to just imagine all those documents, how many? And they're all in authoritative positions. Y'all waiting for one man when you should have been just waiting for this miracle of these planetary events and alignments, things that has not occurred in hundreds of years. That's going down. But we've all been warned. We've all had the same amount of time, basically. No matter what age you are, the information has still been out here. Beware of this fishy offer that's coming in of love. Number 11, very significant. I'm seeing the two pillars. Someone that will have you thinking that they are standing just as strong, side by side with you, and awakened. They have to pretend. You have to know the difference. Real recognizes real. So they can keep on staying in their illusions if they feel. What about this love child in this marriage? What do we need to know? Yeah, they're coming in because they're in need of your energy. But you are protected by the temperance angel, which they still are not wanting to recognize. It's going to stomp a hole in their face. They want you to give of yourself to them. They need you to balance them out. They want you to pour into their cup. They need to create a cord, which will be the end of them. They're already in nightmares, asleep and awake. They already don't know who to trust because they know that they've surrounded themselves with snakes. They're in fear, anxiety, can't keep negative thoughts out of their mind, and they're at a breaking point of despair. In isolation. And that isolation is spiritual jail. Give me a card on this Six of Pentacles and Temperance. They're blocked from this High Priestess. They are protected. Do you not see the temperance angel that she is partnered up with? In a union? Y'all think y'all the only ones that can? We'll leave that alone. In the past, you're not in regrets. Card on the floor. Card on the floor. Card on the floor. But this is what they don't want you to be aware of. You are the High Priestess. And yes, they are blocked from your energy. You are highly protected. You have been navigating correctly and you're not in regrets because you know who you are. They want you to pour into them. You walked away. And ever since then, they knew that shit was gonna be illuminated. This thug, with their side hustle, being a Jezebel, has met their fate. The wheel has turned, probably on a King of Wands. Someone that pretends to be a good leader, a visionary, someone of intelligence and authority and control over themselves, self-discipline. They made some daring decisions, wanting to take control of you. And what is this will? Oh shit, make it even clear. Yeah. A huge upheaval, a shocker, a natural miracle, maybe disaster. Not for all, but for a few. And those who stand in that side know who they are. Change. They have not been in regret. You're not in regret for what they have to go through, because it is a forced change by the universe. Something that was already fated. And in their goal was to ruin you, to keep you in these cycles, but that is also blocked. You are highly protected. You are a star, and you know who you are. And I'm not just talking about somebody that's self-proclaiming, yeah, I'm a star. Yeah, I'm talking about somebody that's been through this, know who these people are, and putting in the work. Someone that has been at a steady pace, slow and steady, moving forward, balancing their own cup, not spilling any water. Water is life, just as breath is. Things are being illuminated about these tricksters that are all out in the open. Wow. All of them fall in reverse. They've been reckless with their own energy, their own finances, and they expect you to be. They refuse to walk away, and they're stagnated, stuck in fear of change. This Knight of Wands, reckless, arrogant, lacking self-control, dominating, narcissistic, egotistical narcissist that took a leap of faith and really made themselves a fool, landing on their head. Careless, distracted, naive to their own lies, being foolish and gullible to their own demise. And this change, this upheaval, this fated event is coming in hot. It's coming in fast. All that they invested in is about to sweep them away. What lies beneath this? Knight of Wands, We're going to see what is being eliminated. What else is it that we need to know? Oh. Yeah, it's those that like to use shrooms and coca lines, alcohol, and live toxic lives. I'll never forget the debate or conversation I had with that one warlock that uses shrooms and calls it getting information from higher source. Yeah, it's not the same. They kind of get mad when you can see without doing that. They want to force it and crack that third eye open and burst it, going out of their mind. They're toxic. That is being illuminated, and they don't want to be known for it. But they're keeping a promise. Or maybe you're keeping a promise to yourself, to your purpose. Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. Not really us enjoying the gossip, but those that have already been the gossipers are still gossiping. And this tower that they look forward to, this upheaval, this change that can be for transformation for the better or the worse, depends on them. They didn't want to be kicked to the curb, and so now they're caught for making all these bad choices. They wanted you to go around in vicious cycles. They wanted to ruin you. What else do we need to know about that? They were fulfilling a fantasy they had, but the record is being set straight, and now they're feeling insecure. Pregnancy tests in reverse. They were not able to come in and trap you. They don't want to be discarded. They don't want to lose your energy, their source. Now, I thought I heard a card fall. Must not. Let me just check over here, just in case. Oops, sorry. My apologies. I just want to make sure. Okay. Thought I heard a car flip over, but maybe it didn't, because I don't see it. Getting a room, being secretive, being sneaky. All of this person not only has a closet. You know how they say don't let your skeletons fall out the closet? They got a whole damn room. They have so many secrets, it's beyond a closet. What did they want to do to this star? They wanted you to make a bad choice by having this love story with them. And to have sex. Possibly without protection. That's why that pregnancy test came out in reverse. Because they weren't able to trap you. You are protected in all aspects. You just watching this shit go down. But you ain't got shit to say about it. What you need to gossip about it? They know you're not going to make a bad choice. Because you know they're toxic. Everything is being revealed to you. Because you're so highly protected. There's nothing more to say because this isn't happening, but what's about to occur is coming in hot. Subscribe and hit that button. Thumbs up. Peace.